So we'll talk about a couple things. I mentioned, uh, just in the group chat, I mentioned Monday Night Football and just the cost to your mentality with winning or losing Monday Night Football. And I've talked about it before, but I actually had a couple direct messages asking me about it, and then we'll talk about cash outs a little bit. So I think we'll go there, and it'll probably be a quick one. But so my thing with Monday Night Football, this is why I stopped investing in Monday Night Football, because somebody had asked the question, why don't we just bet the underdogs? And you got a point. It feels like underdogs, and every time something weird happens, it feels like, yep, that's because it's Monday night. And I stopped betting Monday Night Football many years ago because I kept losing it. I kept what I would do, and again, these are things you learn along the way, but I would take my weekend and double down on Monday night, either to break myself even, to get myself ahead, or I would just feel like I had such a great weekend. WTF, let's just throw some money at it. And I would lose. I mean, I would lose more times than not. And so I'd wake up Tuesday morning with less bankroll than I had on Friday. And that was after spending the entire weekend winning. And it didn't add up to me. And a few weeks in a row, I started writing things down, and part of why I stayed with Bovada as the betting page is because I was able to get a statement, and at one point I was turning that statement into an accountant, and the the reality is we were able to tie back most of the problems to Monday night. Well, so I'm waking up Tuesday morning with less bankroll than I had on Friday, wasting the whole weekend. And then the reality is I'm either pissed off that I lost it all on Monday night, and now I'm just dying to put money in. This was pre Thursday night football, like when I reached these decisions. Because when Thursday night football came, I said, the hell with this. I don't want anything to do with this. This is even worse than the devil himself. So, but I found that I was a really bad judge of what I was going to play, what was a good play and what was a terrible play for the weekend that was coming, because I had just lost on Monday night. So now I'm questioning favorite, underdog, at home, not at home. Like I was breaking down the games in ways that I wouldn't normally break it down. If I won that double down, triple down, roll everything into Monday night bet, well, then I felt like I was bulletproof, and I would go into Saturday thinking about it, and I would do dumb things on the very first play of the game. And again, I'm talking, pre-live action, pre-first half action. I mean, I'm talking like, you bet on the game and you walk away and you come back hours later, and you got the money. So it just I learned that it was far more important to protect my frame of mind and stay away from Monday night, and just cash out on Sunday. And it turned Sunday night became an extension of Monday night, just because of how long of a weekend it is with the Saturdays and Sundays. So I realized I just talked a lot to make a very simple point. But if you win Monday night, it could have a really bad effect. You could be, I mean, for me, I would find myself betting on a basketball game on Tuesday because I was so excited about what I had done on Monday night. I only bet basketball at this point when John from GMF sends me a text message, and usually John and Chaz and I we exchange. We're on a three-way chat. Usually we exchange messages. One of us puts up a play. Chaz usually has some easy sports data. John usually throws a play around, and on the days when John has one play in basketball, um, I take it. I usually take it. But otherwise, I am not a basketball guy. But losing a Monday night game, I would find myself in some basketball game I had no business betting on, and before I know it, I'm making a deposit on Friday for the weekend. And I did that for a very long time. In my whole life in sports investing, I've averaged, you know, the worst season I've ever had was a 62%. So it's that's a problem when you're not making money and you're making a deposit every single week. So I mean, I had to go through a lot to fix what problems Monday night was causing. So I will leave that there unless anybody wants to add to that Monday Night Football intervention.
My
All right.
only question is, and I know it's different uh, with the Circa.
Yep.
Is that because it's like an eliminator thing, or you're just like kind of forced into it sometimes, or I
Yeah.
mean,
So
I know it's different in a way. So,
it it is different, and this is what I'll tell you. So I don't have a penny on the Atlanta Falcons tonight, not one penny of my Bovada account bankroll, no crypto, no invest, nothing. The reason that I jump on a Thursday night bet is twofold. Uh, the first one is in order to win a contest like this, and again, I'm not winning, I'm not even in the money. But in order to win a contest like this, you not only have to have the right picks and be right and rack up points, but you also have to find ways to pick winners or pick teams that cover on games that aren't that you don't necessarily have the popular pick. So I didn't see the popularity of tonight's game, but Thursday night in general is not a popular one just because strategically you have to have all your picks in by 5 o'clock today. So every one of my picks for the week is in order for me to be on the Atlanta Falcons tonight. And in a COVID world, and this year there's been some injuries, you almost benefit from walking away from the Thursday night, waiting till midday Saturday, which is the cutoff to turn in the picks. And then you just go with, all the action on Sunday. The challenge there is you eliminate Thursday night, right? There's 16 games total. Actually, there's usually 14 because you get two teams on a bye, maybe 15 games. But you eliminate Thursday night. Well, now you're down one. I eliminate Sunday, Monday night. Now you're down to 12, and the spreads are not always what I want. So um, I picked tonight's game because I thought that there was going to be a handful of people after what New England just did to Cleveland and what just happened to Atlanta in Dallas. I like the spread for sure at 6.5. I saw it originally at 6. So it's a strategic play. I'm playing a play that I like, but that I think nobody else does. We've taken Jacksonville twice now, and I love it when there's a favorable number and Jacksonville's in a good spot because nobody's betting on Jacksonville. The week that I had Jacksonville on the Thursday night game, there was like 12 guys out of 2,000 in the circuit that had it. So it's a strategy
wow,
play more than
yeah,
anything.
that makes sense.
So it's and even right now the game is 13-0, an Atlanta touchdown, and that's a cover.
Hmm.
So I mean, I still like the chance. I didn't think Atlanta was going to be shut out, and I'm looking on the other screen. I got the Louisville Duke game. A touchdown, and we're covering a Duke touchdown, and we're covering. So I like taking points in these spots, but that's all it is. I'm not recommending anybody place money on these games. I this week was we had a couple basketball games that, in fact, I think we're perfect on the three basketball plays at this point at 3-0. And then there was the Maction yesterday, which cashed all across the board too. So it doesn't hurt the Monday through Thursday action to throw money at this Duke Louisville. If we get one of them back, I'll feel good. The game will be 1-2, and we'll call
Yeah,
it good.
I'm with you. It was a great little week. Yeah, exactly. A couple wins every night, basically. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was great.
yep. And then and again, I took a cash out yesterday. I'm getting ready to cash out and switch over to the other account tomorrow. So tomorrow, I don't want to say real money because this Monday through Wednesday account at this point, the Monday through Thursday account at this point, it's already um, it's already 1.5 units of what was a real Saturday unit 2 weeks ago. It just moves that quickly. So um, but the Saturday units, those are up 3x from 2 weeks ago just because of what we just did. So yeah, so as many cash outs as you can. I mean, that's the other thing I was going to talk about is um, even if you have $1,000 bankroll and you cash out $75, if you have $1,000 bankroll and you cash out $50, like just do it. Like pick a dollar amount that doesn't make you feel like less of a human when you look at the bankroll. Um, if you got $200 and you take $20 out, like just force the cash out. We're betting on something every single day, and I don't know what everybody's unit is, but if you rewind this past week, you should be up anywhere from worst case scenario, you should be up 10 units for the week. And I'm just, that's just an arbitrary number being up 10. But I mean, you just like, we did not lose anything on Saturday. We did not lose anything really on Sunday. And then we got those basketball boosts and everything else. So, I mean, there was 19 or 20 winners out there. So if you didn't pick up at least 10 units, and I say that because again, if we go back to that $100 and you're a $10, you're a $7 unit and you're a $100 player, well, your $100 is now $240 at this point. So you should be able to cash yourself down to 150 and press that action forward. And that's saying you just started this week. So I mean, just force the cash out. It feels good. Tomorrow, when your bankroll is $50 less than it was today, you won't even think about it. But when you see your crypto account grow, or wherever you stick your money, it's a great thing. I typically cash out and I go straight to Binance because I wait for the bonus. And as soon as every Monday when they tell me, congratulations, here's your new bonus, I throw more Bitcoin back into Bovada. I take the bonus and I roll it over as many times as it makes me roll it over, and I just take the free money. It's better than staking. So that's we're gonna run out of football games here, and so if you're not training yourself to cash out a couple times a week, you're gonna end up rolling crazy dollar amounts because again, if you're a $100 unit or a $100 bankroll, when we get into these days where there's one football game every day rather than 5 on a Saturday, the pressing happens very quickly. $7 turns into 10, which turns into 15. And if you go into a day where there's 2 games and you lose them both, and they're all pressed, you're going to see your bankroll go down tremendously. It's just like any type of stock going down 20% in a day. So I cash out as many times as possible. It's coming to a very serious halt. Football is going to get to a place very quickly where we're looking at 4 games for the NFL for the entire weekend. And then we skip a week and we come back to 4 games. And then we're looking at hockey, but hockey units are very different. And we get into that end of February. Basketball can be great, but then I'm thinking 6 months out already. I'm just thinking about piling the cash until we get into CFL in the summer, and that doesn't really even start to pay until July. So I guess that was something of a rant. Thanks for the encouragement, Colin.
No problem there. Had to mute myself. Sorry. That was good. I enjoyed that.
What else is there? Were there any rando questions that came? I'm on the wrong side. Said to myself, I can't. Pineapple is. He bet Atlanta. I'm not sure why anybody put money on the game. I would not do that. I'm sorry, Mr. Pineapple Smooth. I think he misunderstood my intent with that Atlanta situation. I feel like Elliot asked something in the chat a few days ago. Maybe not. So, Thanksgiving is coming up. I will tell everybody that wants to listen to me, that pays attention to me, the Thanksgiving games can be risky. I don't bet them. I could tell you my opinion, but my opinion is usually wrong. So if you want to lose money, take my plays on Thanksgiving. So I have no intent to post Thanksgiving Day NFL picks. I'm betting the Egg Bowl on Thanksgiving. I always bet the Egg Bowl. And this year I like the over. I think that it's right around 62 right now. I think that those teams both can put up 40 plus points, and that game's at 6:30. I'll watch the games, but I usually go on Thanksgiving. I will probably enter a DraftKings for $5 and hope to win $1 million. And that's what Thanksgiving football looks like to me. Once the morning is over, the college games are pretty reliable, but then it's just a huge weekend. And for me, bleeding Ohio State, that game on Saturday, it usually means something. And come Saturday next week, I'm going to be on a very, very ballsy play taking Auburn against Alabama. So that's what the week looks like. I'll post picks probably on Wednesday, but there will be no Thanksgiving picks for the NFL. I think it's fool's gold. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Chris, you got anything you want to add about the current status of the Big Ten or the SEC?
Oh, I have a ton to add, but I will save time.
I thought you might. I know you're a big sports ball fan.
Super big sports guy. But we always appreciate you.
Thanks, brother. And if I don't talk to you guys, happy Thanksgiving.
Are you planning on doing anything next week, or are we going to take the week off?
We could. I don't know what everybody's schedule is because I've been busy trying to wind down the season, so I'm not taking notes like I was. Mm-hmm. And I'm working. I'm working there. I got some side projects that I'm working on, having nothing to do with work, but it's outside of work. And I'm working on a real estate thing that's taking a lot of my time, and so I stopped taking notes. So when we have people on, the conversation is great. A couple of weeks ago, when we were all just talking trash back and forth, mm-hmm. That was great. That I thought that was fantastic. So if people are going to be on, let's do it. I'm happy to do it next Wednesday or next Tuesday. Maybe we just talk and see when everybody's available, and we just get everybody for a chat, not necessarily a record and preach.
Right. All right. Yeah, I'll stick some feelers out.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, you have a good evening.
Talk to you guys later.
See you.
Bye, guys. Later.